What's the weirdest rule you had in your home growing up?
My dad made up a rule to stop my big brother from asking about getting a dog every 10 seconds. We had neighbors on both sides who had dogs, so the rule was that only every other house could have a dog. My brother believed it for ruining time.
No pooping or peeing within the hours of 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock.
No violent video games unless they were about history.
If you come home at night and the door is locked, even if I have a key, find somewhere else to sleep.
You die and everything fades to black. Then a message pops up. You can now play as Luigi. What do you do?
Play as Luigi. What else can I do? Play as Luigi and use my increased jump height to become a basketball champion. I mean, I'm not just gonna sit there in darkness. Might as well start my new life as a second-tier Italian plumber. Down throw, nair, double down air, up B.
Exit to main menu.
I'd try the Konami code. Maybe it'd unlock something else. Up down left right be a start.
One of my siblings suddenly snap into a different person and drop all their goals and aspirations in favor of the ones I used to have. Seems a little fucked up, but I'll roll with this.
Kids whose parents used to put them on leashes, how are you doing today?
My dad tried one of those out with me while I was learning to ski. It worked great until I went out to its fullest length and another kid skied between us and got clotheslined by it. We didn't use it after that.
I was put in one of those harness things because I ran off and caught a pigeon. I only try to catch them now.
My parents told me I had a backpack with a leash on it when I was little. I'm doing good.
Well, now my girlfriend puts me on a leash instead.
You will get $20 million if you agree to end every conversation with "see you later alligator" for the rest of your life. Why wouldn't you do it?
I left the funeral, whispered my condolences into the widow's ear, and just before leaving I said, "See you later alligator."
I will either look extremely sassy or extremely dumb. Fortunately, I am okay with being perceived as either if I have $20 million.
Because with $20 million I would just move to a remote island and avoid people anyways. See you later alligator.
Bitch, it's $20 million. I would do it if I pissed myself every time someone said the word banana.
Fuck yeah, I would. $20 million outweighs the slight embarrassment.
So sorry for your loss, he was a great man. See you later alligator. Yeah, sure, I would do it. I'm a kindergarten teacher. This is my normal goodbye to my students. And if I was ballin' with 20M I wouldn't care one bit that they laugh at me every time.
Reddit introduces Reddit Coal. If you gift Reddit Coal to an account, it's banned for a week. How does Reddit change?
People would demand transparency in the distribution of coal.
At least the first couple of weeks, literally everyone gets banned.
Every repost would get cold to the point of having to make a new account.
Users of different rival communities stockpile and have a cold war.
This already happened. Reddit mold was 8 years ago.
Anyone who can afford coal, if it's sold like gold, will silence people they disagree with. The rich rule Reddit, much like the world.
Gallo Boob is doomed.
Willy Wonka invites you to his chocolate factory. You are secretly offered $3 million to bring back an Oompa Loopma alive. What is your plan?
Refuse. This is a Slugworth trick. The guy who offered it is probably working for Wonka. If I refuse, I'll be granted an even bigger reward.
Pay a dwarf $200 to paint himself and dance around for this weird guy for a bit.
Push someone into the chocolate lake. When the Oompa Loompas dance, knock one out and bolt for the door.
I'm gonna snitch. I'm not a kidnapper. God willing, Mr. Wonka compensates me for my integrity.
No way I'd bring him back. Haven't you watched Willy Wonka? So shines a good deed in a weary world.
Become Charlie and get the factory. Then sell one Oompa to him.
You just died. All of a sudden, the first thing you see is a review site, an option to leave 1 to 5 stars with a dialog box directing the data to god.com. What review do you leave with how many stars and why?
3 too many ads.
3 stars. Great world building, but the randomly assigned difficulty settings and inconsistent nerfs/buffs creates discord amongst the community.
1 star, waited 84 years and no service or even acknowledgement from staff.
Remind me later.
3 stars, appreciation for the attempt, however the execution was a bit flawed. Not enough dragons. 0 stars. 2 stars. 1 star reviews are not very credible. I want people to know how much I fucking hated it.
How do you know you're not a person with a severe mental disability who is just being treated nicely by everyone because they pity you?
Because not everyone treats me nicely. I've been called a retard too many times to count, and nobody's ever said, "Hey, don't say that." They just nod their heads. If I honestly had intellectual disabilities, people would speak up.
They let me operate pretty dangerous equipment.
Great job posting, /you/I didn't know what I'm doing. You're doing a super job on Reddit. I have this thought all the time. It's comforting to know I am not the only one.
Because classmates in standardized testing would have told me.
I have this existential crisis every time I get high PLS. Don't do this to me, I just smoked an absolute unit of joint.
For an aside, what free things on the internet should we all be taking advantage of?
The Internet Archive.
Free college textbooks, baby.
You can use this website to input what you already have in your kitchen, and it will spit out recipes you can make with what's there.
More directed towards students, but Quizlet and the people who make Quizlets.
Any K-12 and even Count 3 and differential equations problem can be solved with Wolfram Alpha.
What highly illegal thing took place at your high school?
My senior year, one of my friends was murdered by her boyfriend and he drove around with her body in the trunk for a couple of hours. Also, a couple of kids got caught giving each other piercings in the stairwells.
Deleted.
We had a science teacher say if you don't put goggles on, I'm going to have to spray you in the eyes with Lysol, which was probably not illegal until the student tried to call her bluff. She wasn't bluffing.